Today na Monday 14th December 2020. Fambul Unakusha and Kabo. Naso I will welcome you to the very first edition of your favorite program Morning Tea. For this week, we come to you live on the Kenema Radio Network 92.5 FM in Freetown, 91.1 FM Nabo, 89.0 FM na Makeni, and 88.5 FM inside Kenema. And same also you watch we live on ITV channel 72, and we see also the live on Facebook and YouTube, Kenema Radio Network, different pages. RRN Morning Tea and program will bring come to you news, views, comments, analysis, and plenty other things that will happen across the country. Me will bring come the program to honor this morning. Me your name na Patrick VANDI. We send stock for today. Say with you learn. Now I go day with you Titego, and this come out from Eric Lai Bangura, we own head of camera and production. Inside the program today, we're going to know about the universal health coverage with the Ministry of Health, together with them partner them done launch. And same also, we're going to know about the conclusive visit where His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Julius Madabiu, paid to Gabon. This and plenty other to read and plus music break day for you inside the program this morning. Fambul, not forget to say the program na Morning Tea, and we go now go quick one to the local news with Joshua Patrick. We're sorry for that. We know go able for bring come to you with local news with Joshua Patrick because of one or two technical each. But don't forget to say the program where you watch and listen at Morning Tea, and yourself can be part of by you send a text message to 079-920500, and you get to live on the Kenema Radio Network 92.5 FM inside Freetown, 91.1 FM Nabo, 89.0 FM na Makeni, and 88.5 FM inside Kenema. And same also we did live on Facebook, Kenema Radio Network, and same also on YouTube. We get a page also where you go follow we, and we did on channel 72 on the ITV decoder. We will continue with the program, and now for a very first story. Outside the Ministry of Health and Sanitation, together with him partner, them don't launch the universal health coverage. And the keynote speaker for this event will be happening at the Radisson Bloom Americo Hotel. Now the Vice President, His Excellency Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo. For no more but waiting be involved inside this event, we own reporter Andrela Maria Masise gonna report.
Universal health coverage will mean for give quality and affordable well-body treatments to people them will get and save the one them were not able for afford that much. Now that's make the Ministry of Health and Sanitation with partners. Then we launched the Universal Health Coverage Roadmap where go look into them things them where don't they happen around the well-body business in the country. The Minister of Health and Sanitation, Dr. Alpha Tijan Wuri, according to the statistic from 2013 to 2019. Inside 2013, 1,165 women them na them be the left pambon every year. But inside 2019, the number be reduced to 717. It carry on for say, they still they try for reduce the number to 400 people them.
How can we as a country that started tertiary education in West Africa, how can we as a country of such a small number of just under 7 million, how can we as a country still be the least with regards to protecting our women, protecting our mothers, protecting our children? That is what the presidency, His Excellency Brigadier Retired Julius Madabiu, and of course the Vice President, Honorable Mohamed Julde Jallo, we are now saying enough is enough. We cannot continue to this parade. We have to get it right. And the health demographic survey is telling you that we have started to get it right. But we have a long way to go. 717 is too high a number of people to die. This manifesto says we should hit 582. I would be saying we should go as low down as 400 by 2023.
The U.S. ambassador talk say they will continue for work hand in hand with the ministry wey responsible for well-body business na the country for improve well-body business na the country.
The United States government has been proud to partner with the government of Sierra Leone and other partners in these initiatives through our agencies, CDC, USAID, PERSA, Department of Defense, and the State Department, including USAID support to the Demographic and Health Survey that is being launched today. However, we cannot achieve all this in isolation. I'm optimistic that with a collaborative approach and constructive communication among stakeholders, we can continue to share and implement ideas and collectively improve global health and implement universal health coverage.
His Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Mohamed Julde Jallo, will finally do the launching of the Universal Health Coverage Roadmap.
The Minister have also highlighted the low case mortality and infection rate. In addition to that, this government is working very hard to create a public health emergency outfit. And we believe that is going to shape how in the future we are going to respond to health emergencies while at the same time cater for the daily health needs of our population. The third aspect in the plan is to improve health governance and human resource management. This is vital for the sector. The Minister has already underlined the importance of human resource, and you see the progressive investment we have been making to increase the human resource capacity of the health sector. And that is going to be a vital aspect that this government is going to continue to invest. More importantly, in addition, we are encouraging the health sector for continuous learning. So when you are there, you still have the opportunity to continue to gather skills and be able to deliver. Equally, His Excellency the President called for a functional and management review of the ministry. We are waiting for the conclusions and recommendations, but the objective is to position the Ministry of Health so that they can deliver on these 4 key targets that are clearly outlined in the medium-term development plan. And more importantly, we hope that that will help to improve the governance accountability systems in the health sector. The fourth and final target is to increase modern diagnostic and specialist treatment within the country and improve on healthcare delivery system. The Minister has already told you that next year by this time he will be bouncing in the streets of Freetown because he has got a health village. That is what we want to do. And in addition to that, we are upgrading public health laboratories and basic diagnostic equipment across the country. I want to state here that our policy focus is also in the aftermath of COVID-19 was to build a bridge between what we are doing today and the future of healthcare delivery.
For Redeemer Media Network, Andrea Mayema said the report.
Forgive facelift to country development, love one another campaign inside one 3-day seminar. We engage school picking them from different schools within Freetown for teach them and give them sense but love, and according to the campaign now for help the picking them become aware about things that would happen in society and how for deal with them things then they with love. For know how this 3-day seminar the end, we go now join with your reporter Cyrus Konobundo.
The campaign been target up to 150 school picking representatives from different secondary schools teach them inside Freetown with the theme the importance of love in national development. We can interpret back say we for consider love if we want to see development na the country. Love One Another campaign don't exist for over 2 decades with main focus for raise awareness to the country people them how love important na the society and the impact where it go create if all man begin practice them. This now one part the plenty campaign and seminar them where them done the old before this term. But this past 3 days seminar been complement the 22 years celebration we been focused on school picking them as Master Sabi people we study about how change can happen and any society can say catch them young. Dr. Christian Bell, now the founder and national director for Love One Another campaign, been talk about the kind love where this seminar been teach them pikia and some party team them waking happen we love nothing at the society.
We teach them the type of love we talk about, and that is the agape. The agape, the God type of love. The love when you care for people without expecting anything personal in return. The love is sacrificial. The love is unconditional. And the love is selfless. That is the first and the foundation we teach them about love. And then we also teach them why we should love. That love, we should love. And we also teach them what things will happen when love not did. And then these three things mainly, hate speech, violence, and exploitation. That can really happen when love is absent.
Some parents could pick here benefits from this seminar, been share their experience to Idima Media Network and serve how they intend for implement them in schools and same way so society.
But actually the type of love that teach us is very important. And I'm planning to share this kind of work to my friends, in school, my community, my brothers, my sisters, especially my mother.
Another thing from this campaign, like first one come, like we then invite you for the seminar. So we can't for really teach about love. I think saying like other thing can teach you about. See, if you're too young for them, we can't call we teach you about love. But we then show you the types then, and then show you all, but then teach you about the agape love more, and then we will teach about the fatherly love, the godly love from God to man.
I don't know a lot, so I will look for encourage all the students to the men that come to do this program. As for me, I learn a lot. I don't even know the meaning of love. When I say love, I have to go to that boyfriend and girlfriend, not knowing saying that agape love I can teach you about. Teach you about agape love, make I don't even get the zeal against it from hate, forcing or not. It really puts impact in me.
Cyrus Konobundo, Morning Tea.
Fumble will continue with the program with regards to the report which Cyrus put together as the Love One Another campaign. They carry on with the activities them for CC, them preach love to people in a different society and Simusu impact the knowledge of love into people them. We get to the studio, the founder and national coordinator for Love One Another campaign salon, Dr. Christian Bell. We come for join we inside the program this morning. First off, for tell we how it has been like for them, and second for tell we more about the event. Good morning and welcome, Doctor.
Good morning.
22 years of existence. How has it been?
Well, it's smooth, but we tell you thank you how far we don't come. Because 22 years when we start, people feel say a joke with a joke, But I thank God that this is a divine mandate we will get, because so I will come with this campaign right from God talked to me in Germany. I'm in Germany. We get the vision for Camp Preach Love in Sierra Leone in 1998. Wow. When which happened at that time, So when we come, people feel say, well, this is so what's on the dogs back, people don't go listen, But people gradually listen. And not easy. We come from Freetown. We go in the provinces. We talk about this thing, and we be the government be even invite we during after the war, for go Connor, for go talk to the ex-fighters them, which was very successful. We also try for reintegrate the one that we did in Mamio hotel to Lompa, that's also very successful. And since then, we carry on. And in the process, we don't develop a manual or we teach people, because some people like you say, you can't teach people to love. But Mandela say, if you can teach hate, you can also teach love.
Definitely.
So we don't develop a manual where we teach. We get 5. In the meantime, I'll get 6 questions or the address.
All right, before we come to the questions, Doc, now it's very obvious, see, for you exist for 22 good years, it's not easy at all. What are some of the challenges that we don't face as an institution, more especially in preaching love in this part of the world? It's very rare and a very, unusual for the people them accept them like that. So what's not the challenges them over time?
We get a lot of challenges, but I'll say right from the word go that because the vision say, love one another as God loves you. You know, it make them, you know, we don't even feel the challenges. We go through the challenges, right? Because we cannot deny the centrality of God in this campaign. You know, God is in the midst of this campaign, and we get 3 pillars we stand on, you know, on prayer, advocacy, and projects, right? And so through the prayer, we aim for confront the challenges, you know, and the challenges more, first of all, for people to listen, right? You go to some place, one man angry, one man something for it, but when you go with a message, you know, people they say, which you bring come for we, you know, so in the process, we try for overcome that challenge by getting small things, they go, not go empty hand. You know, we'll care something, go for them for eat and all the rest, and some used clothing. But I remember once we go to one village, we take all them things, then they go, they'll give them the message. The man when they give the vote of thanks, now he tell me, he say, can't forget what all them them bring come. This onions, this clothes. He said the most important thing when they bring come to it, this message. He said nobody not ever bring come to it. He said so this message is not important. And this message going for change this country. You know. So God with we, he challenges them again when we come to the projects, we can go for implement project because as I say, the projects like demonstration of love. Love you have to give. I mean you cannot see love and keep it. It's love when you give it out. Right? And so we get this project pillar where we implement projects in various parts of the country. We get a school in Akono with 400 pupils. We get training centers for women in Bo, Kenema, Makeni, Pitiful Wala for youths, you know. So it's a demonstration of love. But the challenge we'll get in that most times, the land issue. I mean, like I studied in Germany. I spent 17 years. I get so many friends and can help with, right? But forget this, especially in the western area, you know. Twice they don't kick me out of the land where they don't even allocate to me. You know, big challenge.
Now, Doc, you say you be the jam the way God give you the vision.
Yes.
About love one another campaign, and it's starting na Salonia. Is it that not just because it was a defined direction, say na Salonia if you come, or there was something way much more bigger where you picture say because of this reason love one another campaign for start na Salon? Was there a specific thing where you see?
No, well, this is a specific mandate for Sierra Leone. Because I mean, I get a job as a junior consultant. I'm a gynecologist by profession. I get a job at the very well. I mean, picking them in day, they ready for enter university for study. Don't enter university yet. My wife, Millie Banju, ready for join me. When I get this vision, right, say go back to your countrymen, take a message, whether they listen or not, right? But there was no message. So a week later, we attend a service at the Baptist Church. The theme was love, agape, right? And by the end of the preacher's sermon, I actually saw a vision, an inscription above his head, which read, Sierra Leoneans love one another as God loves you. And through that, we aim for develop this sticker. You know, where would they use as promotional material, where they distribute. So the mandate was specific, say, go. And then I said, Sierra Leoneans love one another as God loves you. So I gave up the job. I left in picking them. People thought something was wrong with me, you know, because at that time, everybody get the opportunity for go out of Sierra Leone. They go out. But me and my wife, we decided we come in for bring this message. That's how we came in October 1998. We are sharing with friends. And then in that same year, December, on the 16th of December 1998, now officially launched the British Council.
Now, the agape kind of love, very significant.
Yes.
To the people them way when they reach out onto in the nation as a whole. How this message done they get effect over time for the past 22 years?
Well, it only gets very good impact because now people don't begin to understand this agape. In fact, a lot of people, children as well as adults, no hear this word agape, no know what is agape mean. So in this seminar, we teach them about agape, how it's different from the other eros, philia, struggle. You know.
So the book and done for we small before we come into the detailed activities, the other activities, then we'll be the inside book. This agape love.
Yeah, well, this agape is a God type of love in the Greek, right? The Greek now and the agape. In English, you know, the one word. Whereas in Greek, you get so you say 3, but we know about 4 words when you get we refer to love depending on the context, right? Right. So the agape is the God type. The eros is the sexual. The philia is the brotherly type of love. And you also get one way people don't mention at all is toge, which means love for material things, inanimate things, right? But we really emphasize agape, which is a God type of love, which is selfless, unconditional, and it's so important that people will therefore practice them without any condition. You know, they give people condition, right? You see, so we explain to them what that mean.
All right.
You know, and we teach them for. In fact, as you see the questions, they will handle, right? We will handle during the training, right? The very first thing we will do is tell them what agape means. What agape means, that is this God type of love. We so love everybody. When Christ will say, love your neighbor as yourself, who is your neighbor? Everybody is your neighbor, regardless of the tribe, your political affiliation, your color, right? If you even love your enemy.
Well, now, Doc, to the events proper, we just conclude on Saturday. How it be done, like waiting about the activities then we be involved.
Oh, it was very, very successful. He said when you had the comments, the picking away don't get the comments. So we write to the schools them. We write to 15 schools.
Okay.
Unfortunately, one school not attend. So
why 15 schools?
Well, because of space, you know, COVID. We therefore take care of the protocol.
All right.
So we take 15 schools, 5 schools per day, plus teachers.
All right.
Right, so it was 50 children and 12 teachers per day. Yes, so we aim for space them at CCSL hall, right? And each day we handle the same topics. Right, we get people them inside the campaign, some board members them, because the campaign now is registered as an NGO and also as a charity.
Now, before we go to the activities then proper, we lined up on and look at we very significant, because to any program, the activities attached, they spell out the concept of the whole program. You mentioned 15 schools, 5 per day.
Yes.
What of the other schools then within the country's capital? Another plan for reach out on to
Oh yes. In fact, we take 10 pupils per school, right? 10 pupils per school, and we intend for do this. If we ever forget the sponsorship, because we negotiate right now with Sierra Leone Commercial Bank for many way for sponsor for do this can go, because we provide food for them, provide tea break, provide lunch for them, and even we fund them transport, just for encourage them for camp, you know, and so we intend for, depending on the sponsorship we'll get, we'll do maybe quarterly. I mean, we will do 50 schools every quarter, or every 2 months, you know, depending on the finance we'll get.
Okay, now Doc, una share una vision, una aims and objective to people then. You know, why it was important for una do that.
Yes, because first of all, when they come into the training, now the Love Warner campaign invite them. So they therefore know about the campaign. They therefore know the vision. They therefore know the aims and objective of the campaign, so that they will actually understand why we do them. You know, make them know say this is not just an academic exercise; it's a divine mandate. You know, so I get the opportunity for even tell them all how I get the vision. You know, how I left my job and come, and even that was very good for them, because some of the comments they make and say that even motivate them for say yes, you have to love your country, you know, and sacrifice, you know, because that was a big sacrifice you make.
Okay.
You know, for left the job, not only the job, but left me 3 children them will not be even enter university yet, and because I've been the work, the German government will allow me to take them in. But when I get a vision, I decided I left them and come. People feel so crazy. The same thing happened with the children. I said, no, I said, God will take care of them.
Yeah, definitely. When God call a man, he gets for sacrifice specifically. Now, 2 questions, Doc, before we leave you first inside the program. You make mention of no to hate speech, no to violence, exploitation.
Yes.
You know, when it comes to love, the hate speech, the violence, and exploitation are things that are speaking contrary to what in love they preach.
Yes.
How you feel that thing that only affects the country?
Oh, I mean, this is one of the things that the children and the pupils that we're very, very excited about. When we start to go into the consequences when love is absent. You know, the consequences when love is absent. There are many, many, many ills in the society we see. But we group them into three main groups. We say one is hate speech.
All right.
The second one is violence. And the third is exploitation. So we explained these three. Hate speech, the definition of hate speech, the dangers of hate speech, right? Also with violence. We tell about violence, the definition of violence, you know, the types of violence, and the causes of violence, right? And then also the same thing with exploitation, right? The definition. In fact, that word was new to most of them.
So you go help with small with
about exploitation.
The exploitation.
Oh, yes. Exploitation. You see, people talk so much about corruption, right? But we in the campaign don't find out say exploitation is even more dangerous than corruption, because exploitation you find them from the family, in the schools, the colleges, marketplaces, and in a lot of offices. People exploit each other, you know, some consciously, some unconsciously. You know, what is exploitation? It's the improper, you know, the improper use of someone for one's own personal gain or advantage. The improper use of someone, right? Take note of that. Improper use of someone, you know, for one's own gain, personal gain, right, or advantage.
So if I did extremely, for example, use Dr. Christian Bell improperly for let me benefit,
exploit me.
I exploited.
Yes.
Okay, now lastly, before we go to another story, Doc, when I don't target the picking them, of course, they are the future of the nation, just like how we did in the Pastor Francis A.M Mambu can say.
Yes.
And the sooner we're able to target the young one, then the nation will get, you know, a better placement wherein the future will be secured.
Yes.
But same way, so the elders them in society get a significant role for play, because some of them are serving as an icon for we the young one them. How on are the targets then big people they are same way, so you know, for let themselves get the concept of love, because they are the ones who sit down right now in our power, and then they rule we, and then they you know, practically determine, you know, the way the country they go and things that are to be done. So how on are the targets them?
Well, we try for visit them, right? And I can even tell you, say, one of the people in a way share this vision in the early days is now in Parliament. I don't call his name, but it's not in Parliament. But I will tell you what you tell me when I explain the concept of exploitation to them, because he even confuse exploitation and corruption. I say exploitation is different, right? And analyze exploitation, right? For instance, in the family, especially when you know, in the provinces where the woman them, and the woman them, they go work in a farm.
Wow.
You know, then they kind of cook and eat. They cook for the man eat the best part of it, right? And then if you get small picking formally early marriage, right? They actually sell the picking out, the girl child out, you know, to a rich man. That's exploitation. That man exploits the family. They exploit the picking, exploit the woman them.
So somebody will get men picking out also with the overstretch exploitation. Okay, continue still with me inside the program. In Dr. Christian Bell, the CEO and founder, and same also country director for Love One Another campaign. Of course, for the past 22 years, they done the inside the country for preach about love, with very important and significant for countries' development. We will go for a short music break. We'll come back. We will continue the rest of the program.
I have many
be with short music break titled No Limit and Boundaries with God from Sister Belinda, one of Sierra Leone's most finest gospel artists. We'll continue for push the program. Go before. Don't forget to say yourself can be a part by way of sending text message to 0799205500. And the program Morning Tea, you'll get to live on the Kenema Radio Network, 92.5 FM inside Freetown, 91.1 FM Nabo, 89.0 FM na Makeni, and 88.5 FM inside Kenema. We also do live on ITV channel 72, and we're there on Facebook, Kenema Radio Network page, and same also YouTube, Kenema Radio Network. We'll not forget to say once more, yourself can be a part by where you ask questions and send in your comments based on things them where we discuss inside the program this morning. Don't forget to see we still deal with Dr. Christian Bell, the CEO, founder, and national coordinator for Love One Another campaign. But I will take quick one another story inside the program. We are in His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Julius Madabio, over time now, done the pay visits to plenty country them across the world for ensure say he receives support for the progress and development of Salone. This BNTM it will make a spontaneous visit na Gabon, and for no waiting be the inside this visit, we only reporter Joseph Patrick, we put together the story.
The President, Julius Madabio, left Salone on a 3-day invitation visit to Gabon as enforcement since when he be President 2018. And upon his arrival inside Gabon, the Leo Imba International Airport inside the capital city, Libreville, remain Freetown, and be welcomed by the Prime Minister and Head of Government Affairs, Madame Rose Christiane Raponda, who been forced host them and start for Brigham for to the country Gabon. Shortly after, and being get for finally meet with the Gabon President, Bena Ali Bongo Udimba, and other senior government officials in the capital city, Libreville, with the purpose of the visits that for create bilateral economic agreements, we go help better two countries in different regions, and for learn from Gabon them developmental strides, and for come able to implement them in Salone, as for help make Salone better. President Pio also been visited the Gabonese Special Economic Zones, which engage major agricultural and industrial projects extracting as the Central African country. They undertake and benefits at the moment with beaucoup petroleum and foreign private investments. We help make Gabon be one of the most better countries inside sub-Saharan Africa. President Bio been get a closed-door meeting with his colleague presidents at the presidential palace, where after the meeting, President Bio addressed Gabonese journalists outside the palace and tell them that been so much impressed with waiting in sea, bearing will be the work around some parts of the country and the economic zones and other industrial areas them we visit. And praise the high quality thing them where Gabon they produce from the major manufacturing plant them where they produce plenty for exports, increased foreign exchange and economic growth for Gabon. President Bio been take a tour at the pharmaceutical factory in Lassant Pharmaceuticals, where be the first manufacturing plant for generic drug like tablets, capsules, syrups and ointments inside Gabon. He also visits the Supply Gabon, where one company where they manufacture high quality plywood for housing construction at the special economic zones inside Nkok. The president during his visit to Gabon be accompanied by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Nabila Tunis, and other government commanders. President Bio don return back with his entourage at Salone. For Edema TV, Joshua Patrick.
The Secure Report na an institution where they look inside traveling business at the country, especially when it comes to traveling by air, and then don't donate test kits to the Ministry of Health and Sanitation. For say enough test kit provision day for people them where they travel in and out of the country through air. Beyond reporter Andriela Mariam Assisi get more of the story.
Well, body business na the country na very important thing, and it go help for boost the economy of the country, as thank you say well body na gentry. Now that make the universal health coverage where they provide quality, affordable health care for everybody inside Salone. Be there na the Ministry of Information and Communication daily press briefing in order for give updates to journalists them. Different organizations them where on the partner with Salone when it comes to well body business. Be then at the press briefing, then begin their statements them and how they done the work hand in hand for CC well body business Tinaptranga one at the country. Representative from Commonwealth Development Officer, the UNICEF, WHO and other different organizations them be their part and they be make their statements.
I want to to take this moment to congratulate the ministry team for the development of this roadmap through so many challenges. And we will wholeheartedly welcome the celebrations of UHC Day, and again take the opportunity to congratulate and thank the Ministry and Vice President for the leadership on this game-changing agenda. Many thanks to you all. We look forward to working with you with this future vision, unifying everything we want for our Sierra Leonean colleagues, for the beneficiaries in the districts, here in Freetown, and across all of our partnerships, our investments, both technical and financial.
Sierra Leone is one of the few countries which have developed the roadmap. It's an arduous task, it's very difficult, and for the fact that Sierra Leone was able to master the courage among the competing issues to develop the roadmap. When we are reporting at the World Assembly and the African Regional Committee meeting, Sierra Leone will be called upon to make a statement on your achievement on this. I can assure you about that. And it's just a continuation of what our President has already done at the UN General Assembly and at the WHO Regional Committee meeting. Before I sit, I just want to make a statement that WHO has stated that it wants to bring at least 3 billion people extra to benefit from health. And out of this 3 billion, 1 billion is supposed to benefit from universal health coverage. And what Sierra Leone is done now is contribution to that particular 1 billion. So Sierra Leone, thank you once again for making WHO to achieve its goals. And finally, I want to say that we will be called upon to account for the Sustainable Development Goals. How are we achieving it? What are we doing? We have 17 goals, and at least for health, ours is goal 3. And the goal of universal coverage is a goal within the goal 3 of Sustainable Development Goals. And for the fact that we are able to develop the roadmap, it means that we are on the track to achieve that particular goal. So thank you once again, Honorable Ministers, for giving us WHO the opportunity to at least say that we are doing our work. Thank you very much.
Throughout 2020, our health service delivery system has been put to the test by COVID-19. Our health facilities have been faced with the task of responding to the pandemic, while at the same time working to sustain the regular essential services, including providing maternal and child health services. All these strains due to COVID-19 are adding to the current bottlenecks in achieving universal health care, including in the area of human resource for health, financing, supply chain, social accountability, amongst others. Despite some stumbling blocks, I'm glad that Sierra Leone is ahead of its game. This commemoration of the 2020 Universal Health Coverage Day marks the country's launch of its first ever Universal Health Coverage Roadmap, which aligns the government of Sierra Leone's aspiration with those of global health community. And I really like to congratulate our government on this milestone achievement. And also I would like to appreciate the inclusive process led by Ministry of Health and Sanitation to develop this roadmap so we could contribute throughout the process.
For Ridima Media Network, Andrela Mariamasise, the report.
Thank you, Andrela Mariamasise, for we put together the story we are in the universal health coverage. We have found a commitment for CC and continue for help, facilitate proper health care in the country as we still day into the corona pandemic. We don't got a couple of text messages, then we don't coincide, but we'll quickly we will take the very last story before we come to text messages. Then with special guests inside the program today will respond. While widows for Christ, now home for woman them, we be don't lost them, man them, and over time now then don't they face a lot of challenges with some basic necessity like proper place for tap and permanent farmland usai then they na grafting. We own intern reporter Audra Nyambe Sano Bigo work at the place and put together this report.
These widows home don dey operate boku term now and don dey provide shelter for woman dem wey dem man they don't die. But from the term where dem begin operate till now, they don dey face boku challenge them where they want the people and help them with. Aisatuba na one part the widow them, and be there for tell me how the widow's home come about.
So all kind of section now, and then that will be the broadstone, the fenwood up the hill. And the man say well, for one the all long life make long not get pain they kill quick. So low get ourselves, low make agriculture with the rope, with the plants, but you go na the other side them, you go and plant, but when you go no more, they don't make the place fine, they pull with it, you don't get permanent place for say this nine government living, and they would work now, for say like let's turn our suyo, so now that makes they go different place. But the mommy get small swamp down, and they make rice, they plant rice, planters, and they make garden. So when they make that garden, they shape and you know the time they shape and now they take effort picking them, grand picking them. So the rest back, the shape and we left the seed. So down there, I had the problem. Government's not doing it, place, permanent place.
He say, them be the broke stone and fen firewood for living, where a woman come and tell them say, them for left so that no go die quick with pain. The woman say also tell them say, let them come together for make agriculture. Madam Asatubi talk say, they no get permanent sites for the agriculture business. Inside in talk, Madam Asatubi go before for talk say, the mommy be help them with one small swamp where give them for make garden. And then they plant rice, planters and other things that way they give them small things as income. But he say, the government not give them permanent place yet, where they want the government help them with so that they go get site for make them garden as then they strain. It be same also call on government for help them with site for sleep, as who say and they sleep presently, not fine. For sake of RRN and RTV Morning Tea, Mina Order and Niambis another report.
To you, Dr. Christian Bell. Now, inside the program, as he say, we make a provision for personal pledge.
Yes.
Like, what's the essence for that?
Well, that's actually the final pledge, because when, after you don't do such a seminar, you ask, say, what next? What do you expect the people to do? Right? So we tell and say, look, we don't waste time now. We have a pledge. Say when we go do X, Y, Z. So now we develop this what we call the personal pledge, or we distribute to them.
Okay.
You know, the personal pledge, we say, I pledge to be a loving, peaceful, and honest person in all that I do, God being my helper. You know, loving, peaceful, and honest. These 3 words, if they practice them, then they give them every day as personal pledge, and the pledge every day, I believe, says Sierra Leone will be a better place. Not only for the children in school, but also offices. Whenever they go, we give them out as one of the promotional materials.
So basically, right? It's like a commitment.
Like a commitment, exactly. You know, so and when you put them up, when you read them, you know, you see them every day, it influences you. If I just yesterday somebody sent me one text message, he say see this personal pledge na Hastings somewhere, in our house na Hastings. I said, oh, that's wonderful, because we don't give them out for some time now, you know. But this will be the final pledge we make after the training, after they go through the 5 questions them we address.
Now, again, the 5 steps of prosperity we want to make mention of. We are in a lot of peace, security, development, and of course prosperity as a whole. Is it that on a tag to individual or to the nation as a whole?
More to the nation. Okay. But everything starts with the individual.
All right.
The love starts with the individual. They can tell and say, if when you go out for good change, are you forced for change? Are you forced for understand what you do? Are you forced for practice them? Because you cannot give what you don't have. You know, so if you don't understand this love, you don't start to practice them, then you can give them out. You know, and so all of them coming together, they form the nation. First the family, the community, and then the nation. You know, and so we tell and say that this love is the first step to prosperity, because in prosperity now all man look for, right? Material prosperity. You get the spiritual prosperity as well. Prosperity is not just for build also one motor car and all the rest. You know, the way you think, right? But we say the love is the first step to prosperity. I mean, so many people talk about peace. Yes, but you can only sustain the peace with the love. The love then creates sustainable peace. And the sustainable peace, sustainable, and emphasize what sustainable peace is necessary for security. And security is the key to development. Right? Without security, it cannot develop. You know,
and when development comes, then there's prosperity. All right, thank you very much.
But then all the love, we forgo all the time. You know, when you reach the prosperity, for maintain the love. The moment you get rid of the love, everything.
Okay, Doc, let's take a couple of questions. We don't come in the program. This one, say plenty thank to Kenema Media Network for we knock out Dr. Bell again. This love preach, this love message with Dr. Bell preach really necessary for Salone. And this other one say, Doctor, me believe say na the big one the more una for target because na the corruption sidom and na then they set the pace for the young one them. Another text here say the president just they pass the work and other country them, they see other developments that we people that they do, but in not they implement them at all. This come up from Shobobo na Banga farm. This one say, Mr. President, we don't have the Boku tour, na development now we want. Tour without implementation not make sense. It come out again from Shobobo na Banga farm. This one say, Dr. Bell, una don't do well within Freetown. They are on a pay small attention now to the provincial parts them na the country. This one they come out from Adama inside Moyamba. Well, that's not the text and normal way we go able to accommodate. Dr. Bell, one for the respond, more especially to this one way they emphasize on preaching love to the higher cadre.
Yes, but first of all, make it clear. Say this campaign is non-political. It's non-political, right? This campaign it targets every Sierra Leonean, regardless of your tribe, your religion, your political affiliation. It's non-political, right? Now, they target all. That maybe we don't go to the beginning now. We don't target the elderly people, because I remember when we've been try to do this reintegration of the ex-combatants in those days, they tell me, Playman, they say, Doctor, please, now go to the big man them. This was way back as 98, 99. They said, now go to the big man them. And the big man they cause trouble, we make with the so, you know. So we target them. At one time, we go UU building, all the office system, all the ministries in UU building. We go through all. And then we even give them a poster. We get the two trees, the trees of exploitation and the tree of love. I'm not going to today, right? And so we target them. And one, as I say, one big man with the parliament right now, and one we are share this vision with, of exploitation. What did he tell me? He said after, I said, this is a wonderful analysis of our problem. He said, I have never seen it from that angle. People talk so much about corruption, but they left this exploitation. Go to the marketplaces, how the market women and pettiers, they exploit people. I mean, it's terrible, right? Go to some office system, how some big men, so-called big men, they exploit people where they can. And you say, whoever they exploit, not the shame. You know, so you will get so much, but you exploit the one we not get. Still, you exploit. You know, so when they target the elder people, even the religious leaders, the imams and the pastors, them, when they target them all. I remember one pastor tell me, one senior pastor, and a bishop, he said, I pray that this revelation of exploitation, he said, I pray that Sierra Leoneans would realize that this revelation of exploitation is the most important revelation ever for this nation.
Okay, Doc, two questions before we left you inside the program this morning. The very first one, now that when they come up with events, then when just don't conclude, you know, on Saturday, with very, very significant. When, God forbid, the next, how soon when they project another event for continue this message?
Well, the celebration is still on. We celebrate 22 years.
Okay.
We don't do this seminar. We get 3 more programs we line up.
Okay.
On Wednesday this week, we go old people's home. Because I mean, love you share.
Definitely.
Love you give.
Definitely.
Right? And then on Saturday, when they go grafting, for share with the Ebola orphans. We get 150 Ebola orphans who they take care of for the past 5 years, right, with the caregivers. Every year, we get Christmas party for them, just to put smiles on their faces, right? And then on Sunday, we get the Grand Thanksgiving service for thank you for all we think we don't do.
That's a good one, Doc. Now, out of curiosity, I want to ask you, as a grey-headed man with so much wisdom, and you don't work out with this vision for the past 22 years, looking at the vision, looking at the work on Adondo, looking at Sierra Leone, what do you picture this nation for be the next 5 years?
Well, in the next 5 years, I believe we're going to train thousands of people. We're going to make this message of love, we don't penetrate this nation.
So you think, there's going to be green lights in the nation?
There's definitely, I can see the light at the end of a dark tunnel. I can see it. And it will come. And within the next 5 years, I can tell you, everybody going to hear that this word, love one another.
Thank you very much, Dr. Christian Bell. That's not the wise word from a grey-headed man. We're very, very significant. We're very important. Fumble, now all that we get for you inside you today on edition of your favorite program, Morning Tea. But before I end the program, make a left unu with waiting they happen inside history. I'll be today, December 14, 1998, inside history, AFRC and RUF rebel them. They attack Mangetong and be killed up to 35 people them. Now be today, December 14, 2002, the 8th judge them will then be chosen for preside over Salon Special Court. We take an oath of office as them be pledged, say then go carry out their duty honestly and faithfully. Well, you be watch the program Morning Tea will come to you live on Ridima Radio Network 92.5 FM inside Freetown and sub frequencies, and same also on Ridima Television channel 72 on the ITV decoder, same also on Facebook and YouTube Ridima Radio Network pages. Don't forget to say if you miss this edition, you can tune in again 4 o'clock to 5 in the evening for a repeat broadcast. Before I end the program, make a member now to send stock with you. Waiting you learn, na go day with you till you die. And this comes from Eric Lai Bangura, we now your head of camera and production. Plenty thanks to the camera crew, the technical team, and all the one that we put hands together for make the program be a success. The one that we did at the control room, and same also behind the mixer and the video, the people then we make them a success. For Ali, all the slots them for we this morning, one for the plenty thank. So the way we make you watch, we live on Facebook and YouTube. Joseph Jeremiah John James Toure. I want to say thanks to Hannah Carbo and to Augustine Yamba. So I want to say thanks and same also plenty thanks to Emmanuel. We serve as the floor manager, and also to Emmanuel Success Commander. When I'm a co-producer, I want to say plenty thank, and Cyrus Konobundo we help inside the control room. Me, na Patrick Vandi, and for today I'll be your presenter and producer. Tete Tuma, Shalom, and Tata.